By Jorin's bumhole, it's me, Bimblin Bloodaxe of the Lonely Mountain. Join me here in my Lord of the Rings online playthrough as I help the Free Peoples banish the shadows of Angmar from Eriador. Awesome. Right, what we're doing here with Ogre, the champion trainer at Bree. Well, go through it very quickly. As you know, I was doing some skirmishes last time. I did a few more skirmishes once I found out that I had hardly any marks whatsoever. Because what I wanted to do was I did want to raise the levels on my landscape, so on my soldier, the herbalist. So I've got everything up to level 10 on my herbalist, and that meant I needed to do, how many did I end up doing in the end? I did about 10 skirmishes. The other thing with that is I was able to refresh my memory as to regards the different skirmishes. There are about 8 I can do at the moment. I'll just show them you. They're at the bottom here. So, Defence of the Prancing Pony, Doom of Caris Galebron, Siege of Gondomon, Stand at Amon Sul, Attack at Dawn, Storm on Methydras, Thievery in Mischief, and Trouble in Tuckborough. So I did all of those just to remind myself what exactly they were. And I was able to get marks and things for that. In fact, I had, we'll just bring it up here, I got a load of advanced mark acquisition boosts. I was getting these free, you know, when you open them presents that I get every so often. I ended up with 8 mark acquisition boosts, so I put one of those on, and I was able to get my my herbalist up to level 10 in everything. So done that now. I don't have many marks left. I'll have to start. I've only got 118 here, but yes. So that's what I was doing. Now, by doing that, what I forgot was I actually get experience for doing skirmishes, and it meant I went up to level 39 in the end. So I'm actually level 39 now. And by going to level 39, I got a quest from Ogor here, who sent me a little note saying, why don't you come and see me? So we've come to see him. And this is just before we go back to Othrika-ka-kar. Another thing is, while I was doing the skirmishes, I don't know how this worked out, but I actually found an iron collar. Now, I'm not sure whether I found the iron collar in the skirmishes, which seems a bit odd, or I got it last time when I was just doing normal questing. But if I did get it last time during normal questing, I didn't notice it. Anyway, that was a quest item, and it means I've got to show the collar to someone at the treasure hunters camp. And if you remember, the treasure hunters camp is outside Fornost. We're not doing that at the moment. It needs to be a bit higher level, but yeah, I'll actually show you the collar. That's the collar there. So heavy iron collar. So we'll have to have a look at that when we get to the treasure hunters camp. But for now, we'll just see Ogor, see what he's got for us, and then we'll head back to Othrika. Right, I think that's everything. Your legend grows. It does.
At your service and your families.
It seems you have reached another important milestone in your journey as a champion, Bimblin. You may have noticed that I have in my possession a number of books that may help you become a better champion. Now that you are ready to read them, you should buy these books and learn what they have to teach you. Well, let's do that. So, it's browse the shop.
Greetings, traveler.
And we'll filter them by champion. No, it's not champion class items, quest items. So these will be them: the Artisan Blade, the Joy of Battle, and the Tome of Swords. So it's 1, it's 2, that's 3. And where have they gone? All right. Right. So they're like sort of they're not quests. They are deeds, but we've got to talk to Gimli at Rivendell for the art. We've got to talk to Gimli at Rivendell for all of them. So yeah, we'll leave that for the moment. Gimli is the member of the Fellowship that the champion class is based on, so that's probably why they want us to go and see him. But we won't be seeing him for a while. But we may head up there after the North Downs. Now, what we've got to do now, obviously, is to get back to the North Downs, and that is... Oh, that was weird. You can actually run through the gate. Yeah, so we've got to get back to Othrika-ka-kar. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm just going to do it via the stable masters. So I'll say to Tar for now, because I'm using stable masters, there's not going to be any problems or anything. It's going to be very boring. So, oh, somebody letting fireworks off. So that's in the game, not outside. So I shall meet you back at Othrika. Oh, here are all fireworks going off. Okay, see you in a bit. And here we are back at Othrika. Bit longer than expected. I turned in some tasks at Estelden, but we're here now. Okay, we'll collect.
Greetings, traveller.
We'll
Will
collect the
you
quests
stay
that we
a
can.
moment?
Listen, friend, we have problems here. Big problems. Those cursed dour hands weren't content to ruin the operation of the mines when they were here, but when they left, they ruined or stole what food we had. Then there's orcs and wargs that came down from the north, driving the farmers who used to supply us out of their fields. And when we venture out of Othrika, we have to do so in force due to the dour hands camped nearby. In short, we're having a lot of trouble with supplies. We need meat. I can give you fee in good silver if you could hunt some bears for us. They wander the hills to the south. We'll do that for you, no problemo. Are there any more quests? I cannot see any more quest rings. There will be more quest rings eventually, but as it stands at the moment, there aren't. So we'll probably have to do a couple of these quests first. We'll do the bears first because I know where they are. And it isn't far. And hopefully we'll bump into some lynxes as well. I think we picked up a lynx quest last time for lynx furs. So hopefully we'll bump into a few of those as well. If not, no matter. We'll just go and find them somewhere else. I think they're in here somewhere, the bears. There's a dell. Apologies for sound more bunged up than normal. I just cannot get rid of this cold, man. The weather's appalling here at the moment. It's just storm front after storm front. It's just grim. Very grim. Well, you two. Holy. Thought your paladin joined in. Well, that was obviously because he wasn't feeling too good. Nope, there's no treasure or anything in there. It's a shame. Headbutt. Yes. It's not an episode if we don't headbutt a bear. Kill the last one down here. Right, there we go. So there weren't many lynxes here. So let's check the old map. Ooh, they're all over the shop though. We just need to go. I think we just need to cross the road over here. Ooh, bit of a ruin up there. Bet we end up visiting that. But it looks like the lynxes are on the other side of the road. But as it stands at the moment, I'm only seeing bears. Let me recheck my map. No, they should be here. Ah, there's one. A Downs wildcat. There's one. And your mate. Yeah, wouldn't have been able to carry on without him, so I've done you a favour. Hello. You little puddy cat. Little dead puddy cat. I think I saw the puddy cat. I did. Not for long. Not with Bimblin about. You need a valid target. Come on. Right there, man. Oh, there's loads of them around here, isn't there? Should have no problem finding the last two. Rawr. Charlie says. Ooh, somebody's house. Don't think I've seen this before. 0 links. There's one. Anything come up when I get to the house? Nope. Must be an old hunting hut or something. It's not letting us inside anyway. Well, I'll keep that in mind. You never know, we might get a quest for it. Can't recall one from my deep dark past, but perhaps there will be one. Back to the road. Let's turn these in, see if we get any more quests. So yes, do let me know if you want to see more skirmishes. They are quite good. I do enjoy them. As I say, I will carry on. I will carry on doing them. Though, hang on. I'll tell you what I'll do while I remember. In fact, it's a couple of things. First thing is I'm just going to search for tortoise. Right, just going to get this experienced disabler. And I'm just going to use that when I'm doing skirmishes. Otherwise, I don't mind being a bit over-leveled, but otherwise I will wildly over-level. So here it is, Stone of the Tortoise. I'll keep it down here, and then when I'm doing a skirmish, I will use that. I will equip it, and it will stop me getting experience. Because the thing with both instances and skirmishes, they will automatically scale to your level. So you'll always get experience from them. And let's turn these in, and then I'll talk about the other thing.
Well met, friend.
Thank you for your help, friend. I will fashion these furs into gloves to protect the miners from the bitter cold of the deep mines. Old Nine-Fingered Dolly will be happy about that, I can tell you. Well, I think he'd have been a bit happy if I got here before he lost his finger. But, awesome sauce. Bear meat.
Greetings, traveller.
Good, good. That meat should last us quite a while. Thank you for your help, friend. Awesome. Now surely we've got more. Yes. And there's a bit of crafting here, which is always nice. That's the bad thing about Yondershire. There not being a dedicated area for crafting. Who is the guy who's got the... Is he round here? Here he is, hiding. Regin, the grocer. Played out.
Welcome. You
I'm
have come at a most
Regin,
fortuitous time.
in charge of smelting here at Othrika-ka-kar. The yields are down again. We're running out of silver in this mine, but I've heard somewhere in these hills there's a farther lode, with veins rich with gold and maybe even mithril, though I find it unlikely, as Mariah's silver has not been found anywhere but Khazad-dûm. The Dower Hands ruined the old prospecting records when they left, though. We need to find the proper records to find the farther lode. I suspect these records are still around Othrika someplace, perhaps in a chest or a locker. If you can discover them, then you'll be doing us Longbeards a real service. Okay, mate. Let's look. I think they're up here or something. Ah, there it is. I do remember stuff sometimes. Collected the mining records. That's just a bog standard miner. Ah! Supposed to be a dwarf. Don't do things like just fall off stuff. Looking idiots. Bimblin. Right. Played out.
At your service.
Ah,
and your
that
family.
looks like it could be it. But wait, what is this? Most of these records are just ordinary prospectors reports, not too useful. But this one, I cannot make the page out at all. Could this be the key to the mystery of the Father Lode?
Greetings, traveller.
I can't ken
Stay
these
a
runes
moment.
at all. Why, unless I miss my mark entirely, I think these are some kind of elf writing. Now, how could directions to a dwarf mine have ever been written in some elvish script? Do you think anyone in these parts could understand this language? Yes, I'm sure they could. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, look at all these now. Oh, it's probably like I've got to ask everybody whether they can speak Elvish or not. Right, before I forget, up near where Bimblin's portrait is here, you'll see underneath it, there's another little icon now. And that's like your soldier, right? That's like our herbalist. Now, he's greyed out at the moment, but when we make skirmish level 2, he will not be greyed out. And you see by the little money symbol right next to him, what you can generally do is, and I'll open my vault, is you could get things like these called landscape soldier tokens. And when we're like skirmish basic training level 2, we can use one of those tokens and we will actually get our herbalist in the game, you know, rather than just in a skirmish. It will join us in the actual game. Now that's very useful in things like, you know, when you're deeding and things like that. It's extremely useful. I think Lotto's missed a trick with them. Mainly, I mentioned some of the problems during the skirmish episode. Generally, the actual soldiers, the AI's appalling, to be honest. That's why I always pick the herbalist. Otherwise, they just get in the way and they cause all sorts of problems. You know, if you get the melee, if you get the warrior or the hunter or whatever, it can cause you all sorts of problems. You know, especially if you go into somewhere very dangerous and they're just like dragging mobs from everywhere and it comes a complete clusterfuck. It's I mean, it's horrendous. But a herbalist is fine because he doesn't actually attack anybody, so you can use those. But again, I've mentioned a couple of instances where you can use them, like when you're deeding or you're doing normal quests, but they won't follow you into certain areas. Yeah, so they can be, you know, what's the point in having a landscape soldier if he doesn't follow you everywhere? I imagine the idea is that otherwise, you know, you'd just be too overpowered, you know, for certain, instances and stuff. The only instances that I know that you can use your soldier in is an actual skirmish instance. Any other instance in the game, it will not let you select a soldier to take in with you. You know, where they'd be really useful and helpful. And I think there are just some areas in Middle Earth that it won't let you. Not even instances, you know, just a normal area of Middle Earth where they won't let you take a landscape soldier with you. So I just thought I'd explain that. And I think it's a real missed opportunity, if I'm honest. They'd be really good, but, you know, they don't allow it. Let's just chat to everybody. See if they speak Elvish.
This is unthinkable.
Elvish, eh? Sorry, friend. I can't help with that. I don't know who it is, so we're just going to have to do them all.
Greetings.
Elvish, eh? Sorry, friend. I can't help with that. The outfitter. Do we have to speak to him?
Of what help may I
Nope.
be to you? I am at your service.
Hey! Berger, the list maker. We may have guessed. Yes, Yes, I can read a spot of Elvish. My father was a scholar and he learned many things from Balin. Passed a fair bit of it on to me. Let me have a look. Ah, it appears it was an elf who found the dwarf's load in the first place. Always the bleeding elves, innit? I'm sick to death of them. That explains this writing, and perhaps also why the dwarves of old never mind the load, for they would never have wished to ask an elf for help. It appears that these records refer to a map that must have once been included with them. I hope Reggie has that map, for the records are not detailed enough to stand on their own. Thanks, Berger. You're a star. What a nice dwarf. Right. Reggie, bad news, mate.
Well met, friend.
So, we're missing a map, eh? I wonder. Well, thank you again for your work.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
I believe the map must have been taken by those dour hounds. They must have left old records you found because they couldn't read them. But I'd guess that the map is in the hands of the dour hand foreman who used to have my job. Unless I miss my mark, I'd say that Foreman Nyrad is with many of the other dour hands at their camp to the north. This is a big request, but if you can get that map back from Foreman Nyrad, I think we'll be able to find the father lode at last. I suspect you'll find the map in a chest in Foreman Nyrad's tent at the camp, but he might also be carrying it around on his person. Don't worry, that map is good as ours, Reggie. As good as ours. I'm going to pick up a few more quests from various individuals. Larger saga song.
Come and stay a moment.
Good day to you. Have you seen all the Hendravale, or North Hawks as some call them? These wicked birds have always been dangerous, but it seems there are more and more of them nowadays. I think that the dour hands have started taming them. I'm afraid they may be used as spies. If you would earn a favour with us, go out and kill as many of the foul creatures as you can. You can find them all throughout the hills around Othrika-ka-kar. If you'll do this for us, I'll see to it that you are rewarded for your work. Thank you, Archer. Star. And somebody down here has got a quest for us. Hannah!
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
Ever since we threw those cursed dour hands out of Othrika, they've been skulking around the area. We think they're planning to raid us and retake the mines. They have several large camps around the Northlands, and now have scouts spying on us here, as well as carrying messages between the camps. Soon they will be ready to move against the dour hands direct. We will be able to move against the dour hands directly, but for now, I need you to put an end to the spying. Defeat as many of the dour hand scouts as you can find around Othrika and the Northlands of Nan Amlug. We'll do that, mate. Killing. That's what we do. Ooh, don't know what happened there. No other. Don't. Just checking. There's nobody else with a quest. There's nothing more annoying than not doing a quest when you could have done it and having to go back. Nope. Right, we'll go out this way. No, he's just a bog standard miner. Dirty blackleg miner. Is there anyone from the northeast? What's this periwinkle? Let's just take this. I was going to say, I don't remember being asked to collect periwinkle. You have encountered a number of interesting herbs on your travels. These should be collected as you make your way through the lands and brought to the ranger Orthon. He didn't ask us for them, but yes. We'll collect them for him. He seemed a nice bloke. There's some more periwinkle. We'll just keep an eye out for it. Well, in fact, you're more than keep an eye out for periwinkle, because I'm not so sure about herb. It's looking like a weed. Like Japanese knotweed. That is a scout who is going to die. What do you think you're looking at, chum? Tell you what you're looking at. The blade of my axe. That's what you're looking at. Ooh, you've got another pal over here. Peekaboo. Any more? Any more of your friends knocking around? Some links. Ooh, I think I saw, not a puddy cat, I saw one of those North Orcs. Take him down, Bimblin. Take him down. There's another scout skulking behind that tree. Ah, die. And spy bird. Okay. And another North Hawk. Seems to have run out of periwinkle. Hopefully it'll respawn when we head back. This appears to be quite a large cliff. Can we get down here? I think we can. Yay. Go. Ah. Ooh, a Dalahan miner has a grayed out quest ring above its head, so that means we should get a quest for killing them. We do indeed. Miners at Thurum. A number of Dalahan miners have gathered at Thurum, too close to Othrika for comfort. We should defeat the Dalahans that have amassed at Thurum. I agree. There's one. Oh, there's more. Except someone else pulling beards. Arrived at Thurum and it's crawling with Dalahans. The foes are surely organised and pose a dire threat to Othrika. We've got to find and defeat the leader. But that's probably that foreman who we've got to get the map off anyway, I'd imagine. Headbutt. Just a sack of yeast. Blimey, we're getting loads of quests here. You found a large sack of solan yeast in the mining camp outside of Thurum, bearing signs of having once belonged to Othrika. The good dwarves of Othrika will surely be missing the key ingredient for their beer brewing. Yes, we'll take that back. Then we'll kill these guys. Excuse me, cold. Here's the foreman. You've got a map. Must be in the supply crate. Where's the map? He was a foreman, him, wasn't he? Perhaps there's more than one foreman. Let's go down here, try this tent. Let me out. Look at this guy. Zoom in. He's not going to win any beauty contests, is he? Oh, killing your friend. Right. Got to be this foreman, surely. Hurrah! You've defeated a number of dangerous Dalahan miners at Thurum, reducing the grave threat to Othrika. We still haven't got a map. But there is more than one foreman. Just making sure I haven't missed some chest somewhere, but I don't think I have. Bit weird. Right, just get on my horse and have a look round. Must be missing the main part of Thurum. Like, for example, Yeah, there's... Oh, of course it's Foreman Nyrad, wasn't it? Not just any old Foreman. My fault. Read the quest, Paul. Just read the bloody quest. Just a clown, man. Pick up the east. Pick up the east. They're gagging for a pint in Othrika. Can't make any. Right, you. Ah, we got the map. But I don't think he's the Dowerhant chief. So he must be up there. So we'll avoid all the rest of these clowns, because we don't need to kill them. Just go up and find the main man. Emissary coming through! That's our role play that we got here. And dismount and say, I come in war. Headbutt. And that's done for them. So, got everything, have I? Oh, still got to kill the Dowerhand scouts, and we've got that other rubbish to do. Picking flowers. That was a successful parley. Thank you, everybody. Carry on. Got any periwinkle round here? Yeah, so there's probably 3 separate places where this these herbs are. We didn't need blueberries, did we? No. Pick this gold up, though. It's a good money spinner. Let's have a look around. Yeah, it must be right next to Othrika, the periwinkle. Can we get there? I wasn't expecting this. This hill has turned into a mountain. Can I get off here without breaking my neck? Just about, I think. Yes, there we go. Oh, we picked it up. Still got to kill them scouts, haven't they? They don't respawn. Curse it. The dwarves respawn, but the periwinkle doesn't. There's probably some more up there. We'll go that way. Right, that's the scouts dealt with. Just periwinkle now. As I say, it'll be round here. They'll... Yeah, there we go. There'll just be separate areas for each herb, I would imagine. Pick up the last periwinkle and then... I could bloody find it. Ah, I'm just outside of it. It's over there. Yeah, the other stuff's right down here near Meluanin. So perhaps for the best that I did check the map. I'm not going to find any of the other herbs around here. Appears to be periwinkle only. Well, should be periwinkle around here, but I don't see any. It's a green onion. Perhaps if we go further east. That's the first one I picked up. Can I see any more? Ooh. This is bloody periwinkle. That direction. Ah, there it is. See you on. There you are. Let me select you. Right, so that's the only herbs around here. We can move on. Right, we'll turn these in, and then I think we'll call it an episode. Anything to turn in here? Oh, has he got another quest?
At your service.
Our
and
stolen
your
yeast
families.
delivery. Morale was growing poor indeed with the prospects of no beer to sweeten our days. Thank you very much for bringing this home to us, Bimblin. Don't mention it. We'll have... Oh, it's the most expensive. 11.94. It's the leggings. Is that them? Glad to help. A larger saga song. Aye, a fine job you've done for us. I'm still worried about those dour hands, but at least now, perhaps they've been somewhat blinded. Woohoo! Hana! Pullingpins! You defeated Tormpy Hammerhorn? Truly, this is welcome news for us Longbeards. Long have we suffered the oppression of those loutish dour hands. We do not wish to suffer it again. You have done us a noble service, my friend. The Longbeards of Othrika will long remember your name. Okay. Let's just check in. These aren't not too bad, but not any better than what we've got at the moment, so we'll take the most expensive. Let's turn the map in. To Regin.
At your service.
Fountains, this is wonderful news. Let me see, let me see.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
Ha! Now we can finally find the father lode. Wait a moment. These directions are not exactly what I was expecting. Find the father in the raw rock. The lode lies amongst high hills. Fell falcons soar through skies, and savage lynx guard the gorges. Shining the silver, glittering the gold, the cliff's crags keep the secret. They had a poetic turn back in the old days, but I wish they were more precise. Well, it's a map, isn't it? Right, so we've got to find that. And there is something else. Hannah's got another quest.
Greetings.
I do not like the reports you bring back of all the scouts who have amassed around Othrika. The dour hands are gathering in the hills, but that much is clear. We must drive them out. Is that it? Oh, it was one of the quests to turn in. I didn't turn them all in. My fault. What an idiot. Right, we'll find the father lode and then call it a day. It looks like this is the last quest at Othrika. And actually, thinking back, I've got to cut a lot out of this. Yeah, I've got to cut out a lot of this episode because we did a lot of travelling at the beginning. That's why it seems like a long episode to me, but it won't be to you due to the wonders of editing and whatnot. So, mini-map says this way. We're finding gold already. The way up. Looks like it's going to be down some horrendous gorge. looks like down there, doesn't it? Can I get down there without breaking my neck? Yes. Let's go round and about. Got some rich iron while we're doing it. Yeah, I need extra cash now. I can't spend my marks on those, you know, skirmish weapons and skirmish armour. I'm going to have to buy them at the auction house. I could craft them myself, but can't be arsed. Know what I mean? Was that an ore deposit? It was. Let's give it a thump. Taking a sample. Is that all we had to do? Yep. I bet this is going to be one of those bloody... Better not be a back and forth. I'm not in the mood. Oh, you went all the way down there to collect the sample. You know what, Bimblin? This sample's amazing. Go back and get some more. There will be oaths and bad language. And possibly Regin get his head caved in with a pick. This is the way. Let's channel that in the Mandalorian. This is the way. Don't be a dickhead, Regin.
Greetings, traveller.
Let's see that rock, I think. Aye, this is it. High quality, gold-bearing ore. We still have to deal with those cursed dour hands, and there are all kinds of other dangers to take care of as well. But if we can manage, we'll all be rich. I cannot thank you enough, friend. You certainly deserve a reward for your work here, and little though it may be, know that you will always be a welcome guest in the mines of Othrika. So we'll take his hammer. And wait! I think that's all finished. Oh, we've got to go back to what's his face, haven't we? Oh no, 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 we don't. No, we don't. We don't, Paul, because we haven't got the rest of the herbs yet. So we can leave Orth on for a bit, and
I would be grateful for your assistance.
I've just received word that there is, after all, one last farmer in the North Downs. A fellow named Gatson refuses to leave his land to the Orcs. Maybe that he's still grain to sellers. If you would, pay Gatson a visit to learn this is true. Tell him we'll pay him good silver for his produce. Gatson's farm is not too far south of the hills. Oh, in fact, I think this is taking us towards Esteldin. So I will delay finishing again for a few moments. Well, I think this is the quest that's sort of nudging us towards Esteldin. That's probably his farm over there. Doubtless he'll have a few quests for us that involve like killing orcs and wargs and whatnot. Possibly a bit of like farming. The usual. Like being back in the Shire. Oh, can you harvest me pipeweed? I'm assuming this is his farmhouse. It might not be. Just riding towards it. No, it doesn't appear to be. Perhaps this is the one with a windmill. Nice little farm. Might want to mine his gold deposit before a dwarf comes wandering past. This must be it here. Yeah, here they are. Oh, Gilmar! He's the guy who's got the property deed, isn't he? That we found in that ruin a couple of episodes ago. Heritage of Gilmar.
How can I be of service?
I own land. A farm of my own. I always wanted a farm of my own, but I dursn't leave Mr. Gatson. What did he do, I wonder, the old fellow, I mean? That one with the old rock tells about. Did he do to get that land? I can't rightly say if it ain't heard how he got it. I mean, he might have done something wicked and cruel. Not if you got it from, like, the King of Arnor, you clown. Say, maybe those rangers know something about this. They seem to know lots of old stories. Maybe that fellow who sells provisions to, Arthon, will know something about this. He's out of those ruins to the west. Othrika-ka-kar, as he calls him. Yeah, we've got to go back to him anyway with the herbs, haven't we? Longhorn.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Everyone on a farm needs to pull their own weight, even fancy strangers out of the south. We've got our hands full here, dealing with the harvest and worrying about them orcs nearby. Anyways, Master Gatson's little herd of cattle could use some new blood. Wild aurochs would do nicely, but the bulls are far too aggressive to drive into the pasture. So what I want you to do is pick out a good-looking yearling from the wild aurochs herd not far to the southeast. A young auroch should be pretty docile. Just don't get in the way of any of the bulls and you should be fine. And, oh yes, I've seen some orcs out there lately, so be careful of those too. Hear me? Right, and Gatson, grain buyer.
Why are you bothering me?
Aye, it's true. I had a rich harvest this year and I'd gladly sell it off if I could. I'd not done business with the dwarves in the past because those dour hands were nasty fellows, but now that Jorin's folk are in charge, I'd be more than willing to do business with them. Or rather, I should say, I would happily sell the grain if I still had it. Those cursed orcs have raided my farm and taken most of the harvest. Alas, it looks like I will not be able to help you unless, yes, I guess what's coming next. The orc threat.
Stay and hear me out.
There's been orcs around here lately. So far, they've just skulked around stealing things, but I'm sure as soon as they get their courage up, they're going to raid us. I guess I'm just too stubborn to run, and my hands, like Gilmar here, are too loyal to leave me. So I need you to get rid of these orcs for me. You'll like as not find them sneaking around in my fields to the south. Get those foul creatures off my land. Do that, and I don't think there is anything else. No, so we'll leave it here. In fact, let's leave it with Gatson and Gilmar. So there we are. Got a bit done. We finished off Othrika, and now we're going to help these farmers, and eventually we will end up in Esteldin, if my guess is not far out. But until then, it's goodbye from me, Toodaloo, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, Bimblin's going to flip you off. Whee! See you next time.